Hey y'all, my name is Thomas Ledesma and I go by he, him pronouns. I am the founder and director of a nonprofit organization named South Texas Coastal Region Defense. The aim and the duty of my organization is to tell the stories of the passionate voices of the South Texas coastal region. There are so many voices down here trying so hard to be heard, but there's not a lot of people listening. I come from a background of storytelling. I was a yearbook editor. I know how to work programs such as Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, Adobe InDesign, and I've even created a website before. I believe that I can utilize all these pieces of knowledge that I have to uplift and amplify the stories that are being told down here. Right now, there's a lot of industry giants joining the area, and they're destroying our way of life. They're polluting our resources. They're taking as much as they can, and they're giving back as little as they can. Right now, that's what the voices are trying to say. But there's not many people listening. I believe that with help and support from the bridge movements, I believe that I can make real change here. I believe that I can find the passionate people of South Texas, and I believe that we can make change for the better. I believe that we can start protecting our resources, and I believe that the movement is barely starting. I believe that we can create more civic engagement. Right now, there's not a lot of time for it. There's not a lot of time for civic engagement. There's a lot of low-income communities down here, and the first thing that I'm doing to give people more time so that they can be civically engaged is I'm working on a project so that Port Aransas workers that use the ferry to commute can have shorter wait times. Sometimes these wait times, because of tourists, can take up to 2.5 hours just to get to work. What would usually take 15 minutes on a normal day can take 2.5 hours during our busy times. I'm creating a priority lane, or I'm starting the formal process of creating a proposal to create a priority lane that would be able to be utilized by purchasing a permit. With the money from that permit, I'm going to be amplifying green spaces around the ferry loading and unloading stations. I'm also in the works of starting the architectural drawings of what that would look like, and what it would also look like if we were to add solar panels that would then have fans connected to them. The reason that I'm saying this, the greenery and the solar panels and the fans, is because the ferry is a boat. And this boat, it takes a lot of people to operate. There's multiple boats. And right now, the retention for ferry workers is really low, and I don't blame them. The South Texas heat can be brutal. Currently, at the ferry loading and unloading stations, there are massive slabs of concrete and no shade. I believe once we add greenery and solar panels to power fans, that it won't be so miserable. And I believe that looking at pretty plants that produce oxygen is a lot better than looking at big slabs of concrete that make the heat unbearable. Once I finish this project and once people can get to work faster, I believe that these people will have trust in me, and I believe that they'll trust me to do the right things as I have been doing. And currently right now, what I'm working on with that, I'm working on capturing the voices of the workers to explain why they need these hours back in their day. One of the persons that is following my movement is a mother of 2. She could use that 2 hours in her day to cook for her family, or to clean up at the house, or to exercise, or to do anything other than wait in line for 2.5 hours to get to work. Right now, the mission of my nonprofit organization is to not only to protect, but to enhance coastal living for ordinary people. And I need Bridge's help and funding to get the ball rolling on this. No matter what, I will get the ball rolling on myself. But I know with Bridge, I know that y'all could give me a good push in the right direction. And I know that it could really jumpstart and change a lot of people's lives in a short amount of time. I'm looking forward to collaborating with you, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you so much for your time if you watched this far. And best of wishes to the both of us. Thanks.